special guest is an actor and author who escaped war-torn Afghanistan as a teenager, pursued his dream in Hollywood, and has appeared in major films including Iron Man, Argo, American Sniper, 12 Strong, and most recently Superman. He's also the author of the powerful memoir, Fahim Speaks, A Warrior Actor's Odyssey from Afghanistan to Hollywood and back. I'm very, very excited and honored to welcome the incredible Fahim Fazli. Fahim, thank you so much for being on.
Namaste, salam alaikum, good morning, bonus days, God bless. Thank you for inviting me. I'm very, very, very excited to be part of your show. You are a great inspiration for others, and I've been listening to you for a long time, and I was grateful to you accept my invitation to be part of your show.
Well, thank you so much. I mean, knowing your story and what I was reading about it, you have an incredible career and journey from where you started and what you're doing now and what you're continuing to do and the way that you dream big and don't let anything hold you back. So I really have to start with you coming from Afghanistan in the 1980s and what that journey was like as a young man and how did it shape every other step that came afterward.
When I was 12 years old, the Russian invaded Afghanistan in 1979. My mom was midwife for the president of Afghanistan. My dad was president of National Bank. And we're very educated people on the tribe in Afghanistan, the Pashtun tribe. And we have 15 or 16 different tribes in Afghanistan. We all united, we all love each other, we all care about each other. There was no division. When the Russians come in, they divide all of us. And my mom made a decision, has to leave because otherwise she would get killed. She took my two sisters and brother, left overnight. They didn't take me and my younger brother and stay with my father because make sure there's no flag with the Russian, make sure they don't know we're escaping. And I ended up to, 5 years, 6 years, we got divided because the communism and divide us. And later on, we ended up to America.
I mean, that's an amazing start, especially having to go through that at such a young age. And what do you think that experience, how did it influence you in terms of then following your dreams when you were here in America?
When I was 12, my mom left without being a mom, without mom, and I was very, very disappointed. I lost hope, I lost dream, I lost my magic, I lost my magic touch. I always want to become an actor, and I always want to become a soldier. I always want to be an author. And I asked myself, age of 12 or 13, 6 questions. And there's a great 6 question for your audience. And the 6 question is, who am I, who I want to be, what I want to be, what's my dream, what's my passion, what's my hobby. And I had that 6 question in my head, and my dad made a decision to escape Afghanistan. It took us 7 days, 7 nights, all these mountains, ended up to Pakistan, and we were refugee over there for 2 years. Then, thanks to American church, American government, sent a sponsor, come to America and follow my dream. That 6 question wasn't my dream. And I arrived in America at 18 because I was a refugee and I stayed there for a long time. Stay away from my mom and two sisters and brother. And life is magic, and I always have a hope. I always have a dream to meet my mom again, meet my sister and brother. And that was the magic that's happened after 6 years. And I asked that 6 question myself, how to become an actor, how to become an author, how to become a soldier, and I did it.
You did. And I feel like there's a part of that that was just fate and destiny for you. I mean, you had these dreams, you had this vision for your life, and you took the steps to make them happen. I mean, you've often been described as the first Afghan-born American actor in Hollywood. And so I'm curious what that milestone means to you and what challenges did you face breaking into the industry?
I mean, be honest with you, when I started acting, they were laugh at me. All my Afghan fellows laugh at because in Central Asia, by the way, Afghanistan is Central Asia next to India, Pakistan, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan. Our culture, our parents always want us to become a doctor, lawyers, engineer, this. And I was the black sheep. I want to become an actor. And I was going to pick up the phone. There used to be no cell phone. I go told my friends, I want to be actor. They all laugh at me. And when I get couple gigs and I invite them, I need you guys come follow your dream, follow your passion. And they all laugh at me. And there was a lot of rejection in the beginning because I couldn't speak English. I still couldn't speak English. By the way, I speak 7 languages. And they followed. They became a doctor, lawyers, engineers, and I'm very proud of them. I'm very happy for them who they become, businessmen. And I was always want to be in front of the camera because I have such a strong feeling, fun, drive, and I wanted since when I was a kid. I want to become an actor. Since when I was 5 years old, I want to be in the Bollywood industry. And Bollywood, I will tell you later that Bollywood industry come true. And I would never give up. I always have a magic, imagination, magic, and manifesting, a dream, faith. And I'm myself, I'm not religious. I respect all religion, but I'm more spiritual. The energy, that vibe inject it to your body, inject it to your brain, and just you can raise a big rock with your hand with if you have a magic imagination. And I did it, and I was rejected. By the way, people ask me, "What do you do for a living?" I'm saying, in what do you call it, rejection company. Acting is full of rejection, but you have to have a strong faith. You have to have a strong, healthy personality to accept rejection. And I never give up. I started as an extra. I started as a dishwasher. I started selling shoes. I started pumping gas, but I was going as an extra. I come back and go back and forth, make sure I continue with my acting. And thanks God, one day I got a speaking part, and I continue do voiceover. I did continue do TV, movies, and well, acting is like a baby. How you want to raise them? You have to raise them. You have to feed them. You're the farmer. How to raise a tomato, potato, trees. You have to push it. How put more energy on that area to boost it up and make it happen.
It's true. And, I think it's a testament to your work ethic of doing so many different jobs and continuing to chase that dream because you believe that you can make it happen and that was who you are. It's meant for you. And I think that's so important when chasing any kind of dream, but believing that you belong there, you belong in that room. And that's not always easy. It can be a very difficult industry depending on how you look at things and approach things and how you let things affect you. And so I'm curious for you in those harder moments, how have you managed to overcome them to not let it put out your fire?
Nope. I would never let it. And you have to understand, Hollywood is a very small industry, very connected. The family, they're together. How to fit in as an immigrant to come from Afghanistan, how to fit in. And when you have a strong belief, a strong hope, a strong never give up, they will open the door, and you have to be loyal. You have to be on time. You have to don't talk about politics. Don't religion. Just follow. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Do audition. Get out. Do your audition. Get out. Do your audition. Get out. Then one of them gonna fall down on your lap. But you have to believe in yourself. You have to have a hope. If you don't have a hope, if you go after money to become an actor, if you go after become a famous, you're the wrong direction, and you're the wrong dream.
Yeah, agreed. And I feel like that's what really gets people to go further. There was someone who once gave me advice when I was asking them about those hard moments and, how to push through them. And it was very simple. It was like the people who normally are successful and get to where they want to be are the ones who have those moments and they keep going anyway. And it's true.
Yeah, and there's a lot of I saw a lot of people that become successful that are right there, right there. Guess what? They got cocky, they got so buy a nice car, nice house, this, and they look at me, or they look at me. I made it. Guess what? Those the one fall down. The one is up right here. Is they're still there. They're humble. They're giving. They're helping others. And I work with a lot of big guys: Tom Hanks, Tom Cruise, Bill Murray, Zoe Deschanel, Chris Hemsworth, Philip Hoffman, Seymour Peace, he passed away. I work with
Yeah.
a lot of successful. When I learn something about them, they're humble. That's why they're still there. The one I've witnessed the last 35 years, they're not there in the picture because they got cocky, they got stubborn, they got selfish, they late on job, they're not doing their job right, and like the whole cast of crew waiting for them, and they show up 2 hours later or she show up 2 hours later, and they talk back to the director, producer, and talk, they look at me, who I am, this, look at this. It doesn't work. You have to be humble, just follow what they told you, and you respect them because that's their job, and you have to have it deliver your job lines. Make sure you know the lines, make sure you know the script, make sure you know the story.
Yeah, and I think that's such an important thing that some people forget about. At the end of the day, it's a job, and you have to be professional and respectful, and work well with the people around you. I mean, I talk about a lot about it in this podcast, how important collaboration is, and making a good environment with the people you're working with, because that can make or break any kind of production.
Yeah. I mean, even you're selling shoes, even when you're pumping gas at a restaurant, you have to leave a good reputation for your good legacy when you leave. If you're not happy, just at least leave a good legacy, at least leave a good story, a resume. I mean, there's a lot of guys I know, a lot of girls, they're not in Hollywood anymore. And right now they call me, Fahim, do you have a job for me? I'm saying, listen, David, Michael, Sheila, or Tina, or Amy, do you remember how do you respect the makeup artist? Did you know? You remember you yelling the microphone guy? You remember you spitting on the one guy was trying to fix your mic and you pulled the mic out? Do you remember that? Do you remember that you treat the makeup artist like very, very bad? Where are you right now? You didn't talk about that.
It's true, and it's so easy to for people to kind of push that to the back of their mind and not think of it because it becomes so everyday for them. But those little moments kind of mean everything at the end of the day.
Of course, and I used to I work with big movies. And guess what? I go grab my food. I never go to my honey wagon. I never go to my trailer. Guess what I go? I go sit with the extras. Do you know why I sit with the extras? Because I was in their shoes 35 years ago. And I want to talk to them. I want to share my information, how I made it that far. I never go sit in my honey wagon or my trailer. I never ask my first, second AD or third AD, can I have a water? Can I have this? Can you bring in my room? This is so show off. So you're nobody. You and first AD, third AD, or the guy that bring your water or bring your lunch, you're the same level. That's a different position. That's all.
Yeah.
And I've been 145, 46 movies, TV's big one, 8 movies. I'm still go grab my own lunch. I never bring him. I never let him to bring my lunch. I go grab my own lunch. I stand up in the line with the extras. Of course, the cast has a different line, but I go with the extras. I just go sit with them. I'll be honest with you, I enjoy with them more than go hide myself in my honey wagon, half an hour, 1 hour break time. No. I want to go talk to them. I want to go, when people wants to take a picture with me, I'm saying, come on in, man. I was in your shoes one day, a long time ago, 30, 35 years ago. There's little things we have to pay attention.
Yeah.
Even in a restaurant, when you go to a restaurant, the waitress, you don't understand that waitress need a rent. That waitress need a support her child. That waitress needed to pay something. You have to respect the most. My career, our career. I mean, most of your audience is actors and actor. Please be humble. Humble doesn't matter how big you are, how big TV show you have, how big movie you have. Be humble. And one more thing is the one I helped before. Do not forget that. New help people always mention, do not be traitor, do not turn your back because that person one day become a director, producer,
Yeah.
and head of the company. That girl will help you. Always appreciate who helped you your first job. Always appreciate who gave you the first job, who connect you the first job, provide you the trees voucher to get you a SAC card. Don't forget that.
Yeah.
Now you're big, they're here. Don't forget that.
Absolutely, and I think having that attitude and that approach to things is a testament to why you've been in so many films. I mean, you've had such a long career and played so many different roles. I mean, from Iron Man, Argo, American Sniper, 12 Strong, and I can only imagine coming on to Superman and playing a role that was in a different light. You got to play this positive, heroic character we were cheering on that we felt for as an audience, you know,
Yes.
and I just
Village
can't imagine
leader.
what was that for you to play a role like that, that was finally different after so many years.
Yes. I've always been typecast, bad guy. I've always been playing character guy, character actor. And James Gunn called me, and the production called me 2 years later before the movie shoot. And the name of the secret name of Superman was Genesis. And I did audition for Village Leader, John Emporium Village Leader, and I sent an audition. After that's gone. I didn't hear that for 1 year. The reason they stopped it because October 7th, Philip, whatever happened in Middle East, my character was similar that region, and I think James Gunn he changed it. He changed the script because he doesn't want to put more gasoline on fire. And a year later, one of the fellow actors saw some ad on Georgia, and I'm from California and Georgia. They were shooting. They said Fahim, they're looking for distinguished, weathered, and tough-looking guy like yourself. And I get to say thank you. I grab the information, send it to my aide, my manager, Richard Corner, and my Richard says, that's the one you did audition a year ago. But guess what, Fahim? They're not going to hire you, Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia, because you're not local there. If you want to pay for your own ticket, if you want to pay for your own hotel, they are agreed to bring you back after a year. They really like you. And I'm saying, I don't care. I just want to be part of the Superman. And I love James Gunn. And I got bought my own ticket, which is this is a great advice for your audience, fellow actor. Sometimes pay $450 from California to go Atlanta, Georgia. Ticket is worth it $1 million. And I took the flight go over there, and I got my own hotel. I got my own trips, and I walk in the set. I went, of course, I went to wardrobe, all these things. I walk in the set. I saw James Gunn was waiting on the mountain over their village with thousand villagers, and they brought me a village leader, John Emporium, village leader, and I saw him. He's kind of look at me. He was waiting for me. I didn't wasn't cocky, slow walk. I'm coming to you. Guess what I did? I run towards him with my wardrobe. I towards it and I grab him. I kiss him 3 times, my Afghan style, and I say thank you for my birthday. He said, "What do you mean?" I said, May 30th, 2004, my birthday. 2004, there was a shooting May 30th. I shot that movie May 30th. That was the greatest gift I ever had.
Oh,
I said,
wow.
thank you. Thank you, I pave. Listen to myself, not to my manager. Sometimes it's better to work as a team with your manager. Listen, I pay for the ticket. I pay for the hotel. I just want to be on that. Fahim, no, you cannot do that. And I did it. I got the job, and my manager was so happy. And James Gunn, I give him 3 days. I kiss his hand Italian way, and I said, "Thank you for this job." And guess what? They canceled my hotel. They gave me 5-star hotel. They keep me for 2 weeks. They gave me a what do you call a chauffeur, a private driver. I said, it's a magic,
Yeah.
manifest, dream. That's what was, but I was the first Iron Man. I'm saying I'm gonna be the first Superman DC, and I'm the first actor being the first Marvel Iron Man, and I'm the first
Um,
actor in the history of Hollywood being a DC and Superman. And I said, thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dad. Whoever's up there, thank you. Thank you, thank you. and believe in myself. Thank you, I have a
Yeah.
hope. Thank you, I have a faith. Thank you, I have a love my acting. Thank you, I love others. Thank you, I love animals. Thank you, I love people. Thank you, not make me cocky. And that's why the doors open. Magic. Magic.
Agreed. I think it's such an example of who you are and your heart and soul and the magic that you are that you share with others that I feel like people see that and it's why you've had such a long career. It's why these things line up and this magic happens. And it's incredible that you also have the clear mind to see it and recognize it. And it's it's rare. That doesn't happen very often. I think especially in this industry. And a lot of people are sometimes asked, "Oh, like, how did you get from here to there?" And they'll just say, "Oh, I got lucky," or, "Well, I was struggling for a while, and then, oh, I got picked up in this or whatever." And they forget all those little moments. Like, all that hard work brought you to where you are, and well worth it. I think I would have
Karma.
done the same thing with getting the ticket because it's such an amazing production. And so I have to ask in terms of actual filming, like, what was that like being on set?
Being on set, I felt like I was my village because I'm from Afghanistan and they didn't name it what country we are. I was speaking Afghani on the Superman, asking Superman to help my village because we get invaded. And there's such a matching, kismat, kisma. And what happened, uh, I said, wait a minute, this is my life story when the Russian invade Afghanistan. When I was in Afghanistan, we asking American to help us to defeat the Russia in 1979. And I'm saying, this is Afghanistan. And we shot it, but I mean, I had tears on my eyes, and I'm sure you guys saw me, and
Mhm.
I was begging for Superman, Superman, Superman to help me, my village. And thanks God, Superman came to help us and free us from the group was fighting with their tanks. And I don't know, they don't want to name it politicians. They don't want to, they were Russian, they were this,
Right.
this, this. This kind of, is a little politics involved, but I don't want to get into it. I love to be on the set. I'm Superman. And you have to understand, sir, you working with the king of director, James Gunn, the king of Hollywood, the king of Hollywood, that guy, by the way, him and I were the same age. I mean, look at this guy. He has a vision. He has a magic. He has a, he has manifesting things. He put things together and make it happen. He put things together and make it magic and for the audience. And I mean, be honest with you, people ask me which one of your movies, your favorite movies, and I've been in a lot of movies. And my answers to them. You're asking a father which one of your son is your favorite one. They're all my favorite one, and I'm very grateful. Grateful. Thank you, James Gunn. Thank you. You did audition 2 years before, and you brought me back. Thank you. Even I pay for my own ticket, but it's worth it.
Yeah, and it paid off, and you are forever part of that legacy, which is amazing. But
God, I'm gonna need the rest of my story, the rest of my life. And my name is John Apurian, the village leader. Is gonna be there. You know, a friend of mine says, Fahim, even they don't pay you, go there. I'm saying, what are you talking about? Because you guys grew up with Superman, you guys grew up with the DC, Marvel. I grew up in Afghanistan. I don't know what Superman is, what the Iron Man is. Fahim, even you selling hot dog, take it. I'm so, okay, okay, I got it. To be part of that selling hot dog, and be honest with you, I had a bigger role on the Superman. Somehow they shrink it because of politics was involved
right,
between Israel and Palestine and Hamas. They shrink it. They don't want to cause problem of the Middle East and stuff like that.
understandably.
My role was almost like 5 minutes, 5 or 6 minutes. I'm still say thank you. I'm still there, and I'm still. They put me a face of hope. Actually, the character they registered me as a face of hope on that movie.
Well, I think that absolutely rings true. And, speaking of incredible experiences and your story and legacy, I mean, you've done so many things in your life. You also served as a cultural advisor and interpreter for the U.S. Marines. Can you share some memorable experiences from those tours and how they influenced your perspective on your homeland and also Hollywood?
Um, they call me Fahim the Dream. When the 9/11 happened, I saw my birth country, people get killed. Saw my adopted country, America, people got killed. And I saw my soldiers, my Marines got killed. And I made a decision. I called my agent. I called mother of my child. I say I want to go serve this country. The reason I did it because 30 years before I became a citizen in front of the judge, and I say I will protect this country. I stand up with thousand other immigrants. I say I want to protect this country. 35 years later, 9/11 happened, and I made a decision go pay my dues with the language I know. I speak all those languages, and one word of language I can bring a peace between two cultures and save lives. And I didn't carry a gun. I didn't shoot a gun. My gun was my tongue and my language. And I did a 232 patrolling in 2 years, and I was going village to village, bring people towards us, bring the American, bring the villages, help each others. With my translation, I brought the mosque, I brought a clinic, I brought a water, digging wells. With my translation, I saved so many lives of civilians got blown up with by bomb IEDs. With my translation, I brought a hope on that village, which is they were brainwashed by fundamentalists, and I brought with my translation, I cut off the opium growing. We brought it with different food and wheat. And I'm very grateful, and come back and I meet the most beautiful man, Colonel Moffat, Michael Moffat, and he wrote that book, Fahim Speaks. And I'm very grateful. I got so many awards. They put the American flag down from the base, and they give it to me, all the challenge coins in the bottom. And I'm very grateful what I did for America. I'm grateful I do what I did for my birth country, and I can walk up and I can say I'm proudly what I did for this country. This country, as American, you guys born. Some of you guys take it for granted. As American, you guys born. You guys complain a lot. You guys come. I don't have a internet. I don't have this. I don't have this. I grew up the war. I don't have a piece of bread to eat. I don't have a water to drink. And those little things, I'm asking your audience, please do not take it for granted, this beautiful country. I'm not saying to go become a Marine or go grab a gun or this. Just do the right things and make sure you have the good example for your children, your brother and sister. Then once you put your mind together, you've done all those things, then follow your dream, follow your passion, follow your hobby. Without your dream, without your passion, you're empty. Doesn't matter. You work in engineer, director, producer. I'm not director, producer. You work in a Nordstrom or a Sears or grocery store. Dig in more, find out what's your dream. And later on, I will explain it to you. I'm 60. I just became 60 3 weeks of May 30th. And I reached my dream. And I will tell you what kind of dream I reached it after 60 years.
I mean, your story is such an incredible one. And just as you were describing the work that you did, I'm thinking, you're a Superman. I mean,
Thank you. I
quintessentially
would
what,
never, but thank you, but I'll take.
but it's true. I think so many people miss sometimes what makes a hero or what's supposed to make a hero. And, I think I chalk it down to someone who wants to protect others from going through the pain or trauma or whatever it is that either they went through or that others went through, and saying like, not again, like this won't happen. And you took that step and you stepped up and did that, and it shows. I think your story is a beautiful one, and you got to write Fahim Speaks after your time there. And so I'm curious, what would you like readers to take away from reading your memoir?
First, the sixth question, who I am, who I want to be, what I want to be, what's my dream, what's my passion, what's my hobby. First, ask that question. And later on, if you want to read it, Fahim Speaks, you can find it on Amazon. And you can, this is love stories here, motivations here, follow your dream is here, never give up here, warrior here. I've been through tough time as a child, you've been there. Want to become an actors here, want to become an author here, want to become a soldiers here, want to be kind, respect animals, others here. Everything is here. I'm not trying to sell you a book. I don't make money. I don't care. I just want you to read it one time as an immigrant. If I made it, you can do it too. If you think you're here, no, you're not here. You're right there. But you have to have a drive. You have to have a drive. Otherwise, you'll be empty the rest of your life. Don't be empty. Just find out who are you, who you want to be. And I'll give you for your actor fellow or musician fellow, don't go after money. Go after what you can deliver in front of the camera. Would deliver what kind of music you can, what kind of message you deliver on your music, what kind of acting you deliver on your acting. If you go after money, you're the wrong direction. Don't go after fame. Don't go after, oh, I want to be Tom Cruise, Tom Hanks. No, be yourself.
I think that's such an important part of the journey, and knowing yourself is so vital to any artist's career and the steps that they're taking. And it seems like you knew yourself from a young age, and you knew what you wanted for your life.
Very
And
young.
now you're getting to that dream, living your Bollywood dream. So tell me about that, and
Boom, boom.
how does working in Bollywood compare to your Hollywood experiences?
Um, I got a call 3 years ago. 3 years. Every project I work takes 3 years. Oh, by the way, by your actor, for your actor's information, when you did audition a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, don't close the chapter. Always leave it open. All these big movies, I got it. Some of them I did a 2 years audition, 3 years audition. You know why? That was my destiny. That was my kisma. And they came back to me. Bollywood. When I was 5 years old, Afghanistan and India, they're neighbor. And I always want to be in front of the camera, like this Bollywood actors called Amitabh Bachchan, which is like a Tom Cruise of India. And 30, 55 years later, I got a call. You are going to work in Bollywood. 55, I was 5 years old, 55 years old, now I'm 60. 55 years later, I got a call, you go and work in the Bollywood. What I do? You're the king. There's a movie called King. There's a five king, and I'm one of the king. Now I'm working the biggest Tom Cruise this time. Tom Cruise type of this time of 55 years later. Shah Rukh Khan. And guess who I'm working? When I was 5 years old, my role model, the Amitabh Bachchan guy, he was Tom Cruise that time. Now I'm working with his son on the same movie, The King.
Wow.
His son was his son was him and I we have a dialogue. And I look at him, I kiss his hand, I'm saying your father was my dream, my passion. Because of your father, I'm here in Bollywood and Hollywood. Your father was a great role model. The guy had a tears in his eyes. He said, for him, I cannot wait to go home, tell my father. See? Kisma.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a beautiful thing. You know, it's just great hearing your perspective and your story, because I feel like from a young age, I believed in that magic of life and things happening
Oh
that
my
way.
God.
And it's
How
hard sometimes. You start to not believe that when you go through hardships and you go through things, and then there's these little moments that you're like, well, wait a minute, actually.
I have a one more story. Check this out. Magic. I was 2014. I was in Bagram Air Base with the Marines. I took a break from Hollywood. My agent called me and said, Fahim, Bill Murray, not Bill Murray, Zoe Deschanel, and Bruce Willis, and the director Barry Levinson, they like you. I said, what do you mean they like me? They saw they want you to be village leader on the movie called Rock the Casbah. Hey, Fahim, can you do me a favor? Please say something in Afghani, do audition. And guess what, sir? Inside the base, I want to under these jets parking there, these tent parking there, just on the airport by our base. And I went to under the, one of these jet fire planes. I did audition, self-tape. I sent it to him. I said, Richard is my manager. Richard, I'm in a war zone. You want me to do audition? I said, do it. Please do it. And I have one more audition. Clint Eastwood, like you too, wants you to be an American Sniper. I said, Richard, what are you talking about? Please. And I'm a tribe leader on that movie too. And I did, finish it. I sent it to them. They said, guess what? 2 weeks later, I got an email inside the base in Afghanistan. It said, Fahim, Clint Eastwood like you wants you to be there 30 days or 25 days apart. Bill Murray and Bruce Willis like you, and what do you call it, Barry Levinson wants you to be here in 25 days. I'm so, what? Thanks God. Thank you, God. I tell my commander, I tell my two-star general, I'm saying, can I go home? He said, what happened for him? Everything is, I'm saying, I got a big role. I want to be in this movie. Please, please allow me. They got me in the plane. Took me 3 days, come back to America. I got the American Sniper right away to wardrobe. And Rock the Casbah. Rock the Casbah, they told me, hold on. We have some issues, there's this. Then I want to visit, check this out. That's a good for your actor information. I want to visit in Venice Beach, California. This other actor has a part-time job selling glasses. You know, he wants to survive. He wasn't that big. He has a side job. I just went to visit him, say hello to him. I tell him I just came back from the LAX, go over there, got a Uber, go over there. I tell him I got a job, and that's why I'm coming back from the military. I want to finish it. He says, what job are you talking about? I said, Rock the Casbah with Bill Murray. All of a sudden, I saw his face got red. He says, I got the job too. I said, what? Then I went to call my agent. I said, Richard, this guy has the job. He's leaving tomorrow. He says, Richard said, I don't know. I think you're in the mix. I saying, Richard, I quit my military job and come here. He says, don't worry, you got the American Sniper. Something happened, you're on the mix. On the mix for your audience means they pick 3 people. That means you're on the mix.
Right.
But they didn't tell me in Afghanistan I was in the mix. The guy getting cocky, like we talked about earlier about cocky, right?
Yeah.
He got cocky. He's a big body, big guy. Don't. Hey, man, I'm better than you. I just smile. I put my head down. Of course, hurt me, not jealousy-wise. Why they brought me from Afghanistan to here, now they give to someone else.
Yeah.
Guess what? Are you ready? He got in the plane. He went to New York, from New York to Morocco. He stopped one night in New York. Guess what happened? He dressed up nice, go outside. And he brought 2 hookers to his room. Guess what happened?
Oh.
Those girls put what do you call those drugs? When you drug you up.
Yeah, to make you pass out.
Pass out. They put something on his drink. And they stole $4,000 and his watch, his ring. He was roofies, that's what they call it, right? Then he got drunk, he walked naked, not naked with the underwear, go downstairs chasing these Russian girls. Those are Russian girls. And the front desk called the police. Guess what? Go to jail. 3 days jail right on the spot. My agent called me the next day. Guess what? The guy was left to New York. He got arrested. Now, Barry Levinson so embarrassed, he wants you to bring you on the set because he wasn't sure. The reason he wasn't sure about you because you were in Afghanistan, you might not make it. But he was your first, I was the number one choice. When your destiny magic happened, that's yours.
That's amazing. And again, it goes to show the type of person that you are and how I feel like that has pulled you through to each and every job, and people see it. It's on the surface, and I think that's why you have been doing so well and so successful.
Um, I don't call it gift. I don't call it lucky. I believe hope, manifesting, and visualize. I mean, look at, I did the audition in Afghanistan inside the base under these jets parking there. I don't know. Is it magic? It's called magic, right? It is magic. Yeah.
And I feel like it also goes to show that you're ready to go. Like, it doesn't matter where you are or how quickly they need you somewhere. You're gonna put your 100% in it, 200%, and you're gonna get there. You're gonna make it happen.
And guess what? After the production, I got it. The guy called me, flipped me off. I hate you. I hate you. I don't want to see your face again. I said, what I did wrong?
Yeah. You had nothing to do with that.
You're the one follow with those girls. What I did wrong? Oh, you should have told them I'm what he says, you should have told them, can you get me different role? I'm saying, I'm nobody myself. I was on the loop
Yeah.
because they didn't choose me the first choice because I was in Afghanistan. They didn't count on me. Destiny. That was my destiny.
Just
That was my destiny, and I never give up.
Yeah, which I think is why you've gotten to where you are because you don't give up, and
Nope.
it's spanned a very long career. And I have to ask then, what advice you would give to aspiring actors from different backgrounds who want to pursue a career in entertainment? You said a little bit about respect and perseverance and not giving up and getting to know everyone and not having too much of an ego, which I think is really important. But what else would you want people to know?
Be on time. When you're at 8 o'clock in the morning, you're late. You should be there at 7:15. Be humble. When you wake up in the morning, start from yourself. Before you take a shower, fix your bed. Put your bed clothes nice. Go take shower, do meditation. When you take a shower, sitting behind the car, pray whatever God you believe. When you're on the road, respect. Build it up here first. Then slowly visualize about your camera. Slowly visualize about your microphone. Visualize slowly who you want to be a great example. Don't say, I want to be this. No, I want to be for others what kind of example I can be. What kind of legacy I'm going to leave. Just always have a hope. You get rejected 1,000 times. Don't lose hope. Always be on top of it. Always be faithful. Faithful not to your creator, faithful to yourself, faithful for your body. What do you drink, not drink, drugs, not drugs, punish, boyfriend, girlfriend, this. Just be a good example for your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your society, for everybody. Once you complete this package, acting's coming, singing's coming, movies coming, Superman coming, Iron Man coming, everything coming to you.
I think that's very good advice because yeah, it's going to start with you at the end of the day, and having that regiment, having that dedication, I think
Do you
is
see?
so important.
Finger point to others. Three fingers say, look at yourself.
Yeah,
Fix yourself before your finger points. And I'm begging you guys, don't go after money. Don't go after fame. Go what you can do for others.
it's very important, and it's interesting you bring up the finger point too. There was a point years ago where I worked at a Disney store, and one of the things they teach you is not to point the way normal people point. You have the two finger point, and you point like that. So it's two fingers everywhere else because the one finger is rude.
Yeah.
And it's a good
And
lesson to learn.
And the culture of Asian culture or Japanese culture, they give you this way. They don't give you like this.
Yeah.
Respect. Respect is very important. It's so important. Respect. I mean, life is magic. When you wake up in the morning, it's a magic. You open your eyes, it's a magic. Your breathing, your tongue, everything work. And I have one more advice. You have a 2 ears, one mouth. Listen to, talk less when the director producer says something. That's why God gave us 2 ears, one mouth. Why didn't give us two mouth? Because God says, listen, listen, then
Yeah.
talk.
It's very
Usually
important
I
advice.
usually I charge people, but for you guys free. I'm a motivational speaker too.
You are, yeah, which
Yeah,
it
I go
shows.
colleges, university. I love motivate people. And by the way, please, please, the young actor, young singer, have a side job.
Yeah.
Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Please, I'm begging you. I wash dishes. I pump gas. I sell shoes. I did a taxi. I did a Uber. I did this. I did this. I did this. I've never been ashamed of it. Never ashamed. But on the side, I continue with my acting, my dream, my passion. Because if you think one singing, one song you're famous, no, you're not. If you want to be famous, no. One song, deliver one song to message around the world. Make a one movie or two movie, send a message around the world. Trust me, Tom Hanks, Tom Cruise, you, me, Chris Hemsworth, we're all the same human being. We're all the same.
I think that's very important advice to keep in mind for anyone that's chasing a dream and to really know themselves and ask themselves those 6 questions. And I think that's
Oh,
why you've gotten so far in life. And then I have to ask you, what are your upcoming dreams, projects, or anything that you're working on that you want to share?
my movie, the Indian movie, The King, is coming out December 24th,
Awesome.
which is, I'm very grateful to my 55 years dream come true, which is unbelievable. When I tell people I have a dream 55 years later come true, I never give up. And I'm working on my book. It's called Fahim Speaks, but I'm going to make it movie. It's called A Man of Two Worlds, from Afghanistan to Hollywood. Now I can add it up the script from Afghanistan to Hollywood and back to Bollywood. I have
Yeah.
to change the script. And yes, I'm doing still working. I don't know should I say it or not. I just did an audition. Let's put a good vibe, manifest
Yeah.
it. I just did an audition for the TV show called The Pit, PITT.
Awesome. Yeah.
And please, please, I did a callback. I just did a callback 2 days ago. And if I get it, I'm happy. If I don't get it, I still thank you, God, that give me the opportunity to do the callback. And hopefully, I'm going to be part of this TV show because it's a great story and match my life story. My real life story match with this show. I don't want to give you guys too much information because I don't want to. I sign NDA, but even if I don't get it, I'm still say thank you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity for callback, and I'm happy about it.
Well, I'm manifesting, and in terms of magic, I had a guest on recently who did 3 episodes of The Pit. So
Are you serious?
yeah,
Oh my
I'm
God!
putting it out
Thank you.
there.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You made my day. Let me see my email. Is there any call? Okay, it's coming. It's coming.
Yeah, it's gonna come.
Coming. It's coming.
I'm crossing
Okay,
my
that's a
fingers.
good one. He's already there, or he's already.
Yeah, it's there. Savannah Nicole Ruiz. She did 3 episodes.
She's a nurse, doctor.
She was the daughter of one of the patients.
I don't want to give you information.
No, don't.
Don't. Next question.
Well, my last 2 questions, and you answered one of them partially already, is where do you find magic in the world? And how do you hope to create magic for other people?
Visualize, manifest, dream, be happy. Happy is the most. Have a good partner. Partner is very important. If you don't find partner, the right partner, boy, girl. I mean, if you're a man, find a woman. This. If you cannot just be yourself, find a partner. Have a visualize. Talk to, talk to your creator. Talk to your creator. My dad always says, if you're not happy or happy at home or at work, get out. This is my magic. This is my temple. If I don't take care of this temple, no one else can take care. This is my magic technique. You have to take care of this temple. That temple need a lot of repairing, a lot of uh, manifesting. This temple need a lot of boost up. Stay away from drug. Stay from getting drunk left and right. Stay away from something poison your brain. And my last message, how I created magic, stay away from negative people. Stay away from negative people, put you down. Stay, hang out with 5 people, you can learn something.
Think it's very important advice and something that will really help build a foundation for a better and happier life, which is so, so, so important.
Your
And I just want
body
to
is,
thank you.
thank you, thank you. Your body is your temple.
Yeah.
If you don't take care of your temple, no one else does. And
Yeah.
one more last message. Please do not take it for granted the beautiful life you have. And do not do like this. Just be thank you. Even your eyes don't open, even your legs doesn't move. Say thank you. That's it. Case closed. Love you guys.
Yeah. I think that leads to a much happier and fuller life. And I think especially if you want to chase a dream, that's necessary. So, Fahim, thank you so much for sharing your magic. You're truly a magic maker and very inspiring. So, thank you for sharing your story. And I usually close out with asking my guests if they could just say their name and tell everyone out there listening to go out there and do some magic.
My name is Fahim Fazli. Life is about magic. Just go listen to it and never give up. Make it happen.
Next time, everybody.